Hello, my name is Jason with eStoreCoaching.com. Welcome to this video tutorial on how to quickly set up your eStore using 3dcart. Please note that this tutorial does not go deep into any particular module of 3dcart, and instead intends to show you how to quickly get started. So let's go over to categories and select e-commerce solutions. And now just scroll down, select compare and review the best eStore software link. And scroll down to 3dcart and select the start free trial and enter your free trial information. So after you create a trial account, you're ready to begin. Select setup your store. You can scroll down and accept the terms and conditions. And the first thing you're going to see is the setup wizard. This is a great tool for beginners, but I'm going to coach you through another option. So cancel the wizard setup here. And on your left navigation, go to products, export import. Now this page is going to be your best friend and contains all that product information and configuration for your site. It has information on products, as you can see, options, image gallery, and categories for you to import or export. So the first thing we're going to do is import your batch, your products. What I'd like to do first is actually export all your products here, information, and then import your product using the exported spreadsheet instead of a blank sample import file. So export gives you a guideline on how your product should appear. As you can see, here's the example that I prepared ahead of time. And let me explain the relevant fields that you should use in the beginning. So here's my sample. ID. This field is required as a unique product ID, SKU, or product number of the product itself. This can be any combination of letters or numbers you choose. The name is basically the name of your product. This is a required field. Categories. This column will assign the products to a particular category. The field refers to the path of the category. It's going to be displayed on your website, and it allows you to set one product in multiple categories. So to add product in a subcategory, use the / character, and in this example I want to create a new subcategory of bags and cases. All you have to do is just add a / and then your subcategory name here. Next item is manufacturer ID. This is a unique ID that may be provided by the manufacturer of the product, or you can assign this on your own. This is an optional field, but I like to use this because some data feeds sites require the manufacturer ID as part of the data feed. The manufacturer, that's the name of the manufacturer. So I put OGO and Nike. The next column is distributor. This is the name of the distributor of the product it's associated with. This is an optional field, but if you're a drop shipper like myself, this is very useful for automating some of your processes, and I'll show you how this is done later. Next column is the cost. This is the base cost of your product. It's for internal use, and it won't be displayed to the customer. It's an optional field, but it's good to have to track your revenue in the reports provided. Price. The product you want to charge to your customer, we usually use this actually can only use numbers. Do not enter any currency sign. Required field cannot be left blank for any products. Price 2, that's the MSRP or retail price of the product. If it's added to the product, then the savings will be displayed to customers. Price 3 is not used, you can ignore. Sales price is the sales price of the product, showing a deeper savings to your customer. On sale is a yes or no field. 1 yes, no is 0. If you want to show the sales price, this field must be set to 1. Otherwise, it's not going to display the sales price. Weight is the next column. This is the weight of the product, numeric field, and it's required to do real-time shipping calculation. Minimum order quantity a customer must order for this particular product. For example, 2 is the minimum that they must order for them in order to check out. Extended description. This is the description of the product. There is no size limit in this field, and this HTML is allowed, as you can see. Thumbnail. This is the path of your product's thumbnail image. Image 1. This is the path of your product's main display image, and I'll show you guys later. Image 2 to 4. This is used to list the paths of the alternate product images. 3dcart does have options for supporting more images if you have more than 4. Title. This will define the title of your product in the web browser. By default, the system will use the product name. This is an optional field, but I like to put an SEO friendly title. Meta tags. This field is for more advanced users that know how to properly format the meta tags. So you're unfamiliar with this setup, meta tags properly, the best thing to do is leave it blank and use the tag wizard in your admin console. Optional field, but I'll show you how to use the wizard later on. And the last field I want to point out is the file name. This is an optional field as well that allows you to rename the product category or page URL to anything you need. Essentially, the root domain stays the same, and you always can modify the extension. For instance, 3dcart may automatically generate a mydomain.com/123p123c.html. With this custom name field feature, I can rename the URL to mydomain/the product name, or whatever you want to choose. So after you're done inserting your product into the spreadsheet, you can import, going back to your export import page and go to the import section, products, and choose file and import the data here. Select insert only. This will insert any products found in your CSV file and they're not currently in the store database. It will not update any existing product information found in your file. So now let's have a look at your imported file. You can see the new products here we inserted along the categories on the left pane. Here's the product page that we're going to look at with the retail price and the sales price. So the next thing we want to do is to add some images, thumbnail and products. So let's go to the file manager on the top, and we'll bring you to the directory. From this page you have two options to import the files from. You can upload the files or bulk uploads. So what I'm going to do is actually upload the files just to show you that you can upload one of them at a time. If you have a few dozen or more, I suggest using the bulk upload feature, or perhaps utilize the FTP functionality that they also provide as well. So let's go back to the site and see how it looks like now with the images. Oh, wonderful. Let's add some product options as well, such as colors and sizes. So just like adding products, we're going to go back to the products export import section. This is here's a sample file that I'm going to pull up of the product options. Let me bring up a copy of mine and explain what each fields are used and how it's used in the spreadsheet. Product ID, this field is required. This is the ID of the product that this option will be for. So make sure this ID matches the products in your first spreadsheet. Feature caption, the name of the option, color or size in this case. This field is required. Feature type, the type of the option that you want to have, acceptable parameters or drop down, radio buttons, checkbox, title, text area, drop image, and file. Feature required, 1 meaning yes, required, 0 meaning no. Feature name, this is the name of the option. For example, red, white, blue, or small, medium, large. This field is required and describes what the feature caption is. Feature price, that defines the additional value of the option. No additional value, just leave it blank. So for example, my extra large would double X normally cost me more money, so I want to make sure this is reflected. I'm going to add a 1 for extra dollar to the base price, and for example 4XL a little bit more as well. So let's go back to the export page, go to the options and select your file and import it here. And let's refresh the page and see how the product options appear on the site with these different products. Here are the colors, sizes, here's the other example. Let's look at the t-shirt. So going back to the subcategory of bags and cases, if you like to add a category image, we can go to products, categories, select the subcategory field here, and then select the options. Under category icon, select browse and find a suitable thumbnail to represent the backpacks. Here's the meta tag wizard I was talking about earlier. This is the same tool you'll find for products. You can enter your product description, abstract, keywords, and select create meta tags and save. So here's a description of the category, and some keywords here. Let's save it. Let's see how this looks, and see how the meta tags look like as well. Here is the icon for the category. Let's look at the meta tags. There you can see it. Now let's say you want to update only one product. Go to your product list and let's edit my polo shirt, and we're going to add a image to that as well, a thumbnail image. We can add additional categories here if you like. You can also edit the pricing options below and description down here. If you're an advanced user, you can use custom fields for any custom coding that you might have. Under the images tab, you can add the product images. So I forgot to upload my thumbnail. I can click on create my main image from main image, And you have the option of adding one or more images in the image gallery below. Options tab is where you find the sizes and colors I imported. You can add more options here. Related items are basically anything similar to my Nike Polo, for example, Adidas or Puma polos that I'm selling. Upselling items is if you're selling a camera bags, straps, tripods, items like this are considered upselling products you can link to. Product discounts allows you the option of setting discounts based on quantities of products ordered. For example, you may want to offer your customers a discount on a particular item if they purchase in bulk. So if they order more than one items of the same product, you get, let's say, 5% discount. Then you add it, and you can add additional levels. Product Advanced contains additional product specific settings that can be configured to your listings. The listing template allows you to change how it looks on the product page. Product meta tags contain the title, file name, and meta wizard. And then you have e-products that lets you sell MP3, ebooks, any digital files. Additionally, 3dcart lets you accommodate serial numbers on the bottom to your customer with your e-file. Product stats automatically compiles statistical information about each product sold in your store. So let's check out the product page. It has the quantity discount we just created down here. And of course you can add more levels. Now if you're a dropshipper, you would appreciate this next option. Go to Settings, General, and Distributors. So here are the list of distributors I uploaded previously on my import file. So you click on Edit. So you can enter the distributor's address. Be sure to enter the distributor address if the products are shipping from their location. So this will use the real-time shipping if you check is dropshipper down at the bottom, and it calculates from that particular address. So notify on new order down below. This will automate your process by notifying your distributor once an order is placed. So I suggest not to check this in the beginning until you worked out the kinks of your order processing and management. There might be mistakes or orders you haven't considered that should be reviewed before you send it directly to the distributor. And don't forget to enter the distributor's email. And let's save this. Next thing I want to do is take a look at the checkout questions. So let's go to Settings, General, and checkout questions. So with 3dcart, you have the option of asking all or specific customers, specific customer groups questions during their checkout. So you can enter a question here and provide the possible answers separated by a comma. Check off required if necessary, and just let me add another question here. Here are the options: yes, comma, no. Let's save this. So let's check out and see how this looks like. Let's scroll down here. So let's pick a couple of options. Check out. Scroll down. So these are 2 questions you created. So the next thing I'm going to do is set up the payment gateway. Let's go to settings, payment, and online method. So the offline allows you to use checks or money orders, but we're gonna set up a option for accepting credit cards here. Click on just click on next. So this will bring you to a payment gateway for PayPal Advance, or you can create a new one up here. Add new button. So basically what you would do is enter your username and password for your account for your particular gateway. Not all gateways will use a username or password. Some gateways require you to upload a certificate. So by selecting your payment gateway, 3dcart will prompt you appropriately for you for one if this is the case for your payment gateway. So I'm gonna unclick active for the demo purposes and save. So let's configure your shipping method. By default, 3dcart will have a couple of standard shipping methods set up. You can add additional shipping methods if you like here. Select the country, for example, and then your shipping method, your minimum or maximum weight, and if you have a markup for your particular customer group, you can add this here. And add. So it looks like I forgot to configure my shipping settings first. The top portion of this page allows for some general shipping setup, and the bottom portion is where you define your carriers. So you can register for a new account for UPS, FedEx, and then enter the proper credentials that they're going to provide to access basically real-time shipping rates and print out labels. So let's see how the shipping rates work. What we're going to do is check out, enter your billing information here. So here you see the shipping information. We're going to have a money order, and here are your 2 questions. And let's check out. Alright, let me enter a password. Now I can check out. And here's your confirmation page, which you can customize. Now since this is a money order, this would be under orders unpaid instead of new. The one currently in there is just a sample. So here's my order. You can change the status here. You can enter shipping date and tracking number. You can see the checkout questions here. Now 3dcart has a nice client relationship management system, or CRM. So this centralizes your communication with your users instead of using emails. So a customer can go to this contact page and enter a request. So let's say you want to find out the status of the order. And you can turn off this verification on the admin, or you can leave it on. So let's go back to the admin screen and click on CRM on the top. So here's your ticket that you just created. Let's open it. Change the status. You can reply back to the customer here. Change the status and let's add the response. Let's check out the email templates. Go to settings, design, and email. So these are system generated emails that have as much suitable information as possible. So you may need to edit the email templates to suit your specific needs, but it's a great list of almost all your workflows. So here are the order emails. Let's take a look at one of them. You have a text and HTML format in case your customer cannot support HTML. You can edit the form, reply, and blind copy yourself if you like. So the final piece I want to discuss is the design. So here are some of the free out-of-the-box templates. Let's install one of them and see how it turns out. So here you go, completely new design for your site. So let's try another one. Refresh the site. There you go, another template. So last final setting I want to show you is the general store. Configurations located on the settings, general store settings area. So you'll see the regional settings, general settings here. So let's change the column from 3 to 2 on the home page. Here are the sorting information and checkout settings, phone orders, product settings, and just the main store settings. Let's hide the top sellers. Some more information here. So if you want to keep track of inventory, let's save the changes and refresh. So the top seller section is gone, and you'll see 2 columns on your home page. And here are some modules for 3dcart I want to take a look at. These are additional features, settings for feedback, fraud watch, affiliate programs. Yeah, so there you have it, a quick setup guide for 3dcart to get you started quickly. So more information is located on my website, eStorecoaching.com. Again, this is Jason, and thanks for watching.